You're warm welcome to this very wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and your midnight trio. I bring you a wonderful message from the heavens on the foundation of virgins, holiness, power for nature of the Lord, superpower, the most anointed hand of the Lord upon the righteous. This is not what is falling. This is all clean, all greater power, light, love, access, love, an overflow of heaven's love. This is what we want to share with you. Something very necessary, something you cannot do without, something you really have to really give your attention to. This is not one of your own. It is never similar to what you have been taught to. So open your ears, listen to what the angels have for you. This early morning, we have something very important. This play a crucial role in your life at these times. Yeah, in the times, there's an angel mission led that should bring to you the whole understanding of creation. It's not about religion and churches or being preached here and there. No, that's not what actually is you are to pay attention to. The only way is when the angels arrive before you. Now we'll be taking a few conversations by continuing from this part of the scripture. I need us to talk about few things in Hebrews as I try to really finish it up quickly, and then we dash also onto a scripture that proves so many things. And this all boils up the flow of money, food. This is our work. So this is what we do to get paid. So having worked for so many years and I deserve much payment too. I told you salary is actually given. Why? Because I work and you don't understand what I do. Because I am clean and you don't see me to be clean. You see yourself to be called by the Lord, because some of them also have some kind of degree and theologians probably understand it, but it's not as a virgin, a holy one, original person. Now it's time, so pay attention. Subscribe to MMS or Mission and Ministry Sylvester on YouTube TV channel that I've always come there. I stream almost every time. And on this channel, Facebook. You can do so much with your little times. This. If you fail to do this, you fail to understand the way forward. Because the angel-led mission is actually giving you what is to happen in future. So what transpire into the future that is at hand, that you do not know. You think future is tomorrow, starting from tomorrow or a day that is coming. But future is now. That's why somebody is building into that treasures, so that you also find of building for yourself places you think, I have food, I have enough of this, abundance of this and that. Look, there is something you are not doing. That is this side. Listen, subscribe, share the content with prominent people. Share with rich people, worthy people. Christ will not come and be talking about poor people anymore. Oh, yes. If we have already invested our whole life and money into this already, and we are looking forward to what? Receiving the profit of, or earning or interest of what we've done so far, and you have nothing good to offer us, what do you think I should come and talk about you? I don't think so. Because those who build in treasures expect their real resource from treasures. So quickly, let me cover a few things out there onto you. Some of you really need an understanding. Yes. So do listen. I bring you the beauty of flowers, the beauty of nature, the beauty of heavens, so that on my screen you can see what is real beauty. Thank you so much. Look, I'm so saucy with the leaf is so saucy and power. It carries out power. It carries anointed spirit power. It carries prophetic energy, prophetic power. If you don't receive it, when at all will you receive it? I pour so much rain, water from heaven. It is my words that makes this. I create. So do listen and do what your best. You deserve something. If you are not holy, then you don't deserve this channel. I tell you, I'm not here to change you. I'm here rather to make you know what you can become. Yes, if you claim to be one of them. What you become if you are a virgin. What you become if you follow a path that is righteous. Ah, yes. So this is a heavenly agenda. Those who are to be taken to heaven, not those who claim or preach. No. If you preach and you don't find yourself in the heavenly kingdom, well, then there's something. I tell you, if I be in heaven today, tomorrow, any day, you'll see those who are with me. I tell you, nothing can stop my mission. because I'm the one bringing you what? Live presence, spirit presence, live flesh of the Lord Almighty. The angels you claim you see, they are not as one of us, but in my host, you are seeing them because it's my presence that display the visions, the real visions, because I am real. I have flesh. Check it. I also have flesh, not just bones. I'm not just air. For you to think air is just making noise and no one understands the air. There's a flesh. You can see that. So thank you so much. Now let's dive quickly into this. We have a lot of things doing today, and so we'll not waste time on anything here. Check over this. Let's go quickly on this presentation platform where we have so much to talk about. Now we go straight to this. Hebrews chapter 1 verse 5. I'm going to take it straight from this. Now let's take a listening part of this as so serious. I will be describing my language as not being a child because I'm not a child, not being a flesh because I'm not flesh, not being a spirit, maybe I'm not spirit. But what matters is what I display to you on the screen, the understanding, so that you have to throw away all things that boils your mind and just pay more attention to what I'm giving you now, because this is what we say is very important, an important role. This is all you need today. You need nothing other than what you are hearing, what you're having also now. So you just have to concentrate a little more on what I'm showing you. Now listen, somebody. Listen here. You need it. You need it all, as always. So quickly, let me take this part. Now, so verse 5 says, we were so much concerned about Christ, and whoever is Christ is this anointed one. And for you to have any Christ, that is an angel. Anybody in this that fits so well in this conversation is an angel. Because at this latter part of this, or in this end of times, or beginning of new times, it's actually going to tell you about angels, not any man of God. There's no man of God, for you have not seen man of God. They are not even man for. They should have used the word as man for, because at least they would have had that word representing something in there. So that if they are not complete, if they are not of the Lord, that's why they have the inability of performing what they are supposed to. Yeah, you won't preach to me or talk to me about healing, and I wouldn't have the healing. And if I need healing, you want me to say that until I believe, until I receive it. No, this one, what is here is almighty. This is different level. So it does not take faith of what you think as word. It does not take believing to receive this. But at least if you had followed these words already, it means that you meditating or reading or having knowledge about these scriptures would have given you the opportunity of understanding certain things. So it's not about faith or believing anything here. Faith is a spirit. If you don't have it, you don't have it. So you were told, if you are not given from heaven, nobody can give you. Yes, because who is on this earth to say he's representing God in heaven, and he does not have the power connection to the heavens, so that when we need of heaven, what is of heaven, we are receiving of what is of heaven. So he said, now the Lord is always doing this. This is real. So listen, somebody. The Lord is always doing this. He said, for unto which of the angels said he at any time, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. So if I am out of all, maybe from the whole product of it, or maybe religions and worship and all of that, our seeds that have been sown and are not producing, and maybe one comes up and is producing yet fruit. This is one that will be representing the one that is what begotten. Yes, because the Lord knows who is begotten. Because he has always looked for this, and that is every time a race, but one who race and win it. If you are 2,000 and you race, one will win the first place. So that's all you need. Yeah, you just need it. Oh, so pay attention here more quickly. Now it says, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. So it was a question. So this was not fulfilled until somebody comes in every time. So those who claim to have every word any day or describing the situation as they understand it, that's not how it is here. So it said, and again I will be to him a father, and he shall be to me a son. So it was all questionable. If you have not become a son of him, it means that you don't have what it takes to becoming a son of him, for he has always been a father alone. And looking for a son or a child, or not just a child as you have been given, because from the beginning he did not create a child. But before you only understand what is a child, that you should obey who and not who. Okay, thank you. Now quickly we go to verse 6. It says, and again, when he bringeth in the first begotten into the world, he said, and let all of the angels of God worship him. I'll be saying it. Who did you know that was brought as first? Hmm? To have been brought by the Lord to all angels. He had, like they have been told, to worship that single person. So if the Lord has set himself anything or a position aside that you are to worship somebody, and you as human, you don't understand what is to worship or who you might worship, you cannot worship the Lord. So if he has sent somebody down with an authority that you should worship him, you have failed to an understanding or knowing the person. So that you are looking up to the Lord whom you cannot talk to. You are looking up to the Almighty whom you cannot talk to. Because there's no connection. You are not his firstborn. You are not his secondborn. You are not his sons. You are only being told that some people were chosen as his children or his sons and daughters. But it doesn't make you a future like this. Now, verse 7 quickly says that, and of the angels he heard, who maketh his angels spirit, and his ministers a flame of fire. So now, if you see the angel, you definitely have to see the ministers of the angels. So that this is how you should know that the minister was spirit and what? Flame of fire. These are the things that will make you know that yes, there is a supernatural. There's something beyond control. There's something you don't have to experience it in a room or except in a room you experience it. No. These are things actually different that you don't understand. So your understanding is now getting the real person here. Look on the screen. All that I show you, none of this is fake. Everything to you here as the one who is leading the path is so original. So that the love that is speaking life out of it. He said, out of this person, his belly shall spring up what? Life issues. In his heart, life issues. Water from my very belly. You didn't know all of it. So you have to know right now. That's why I speak a little word and it's raining abundantly. Let's move quickly because I just want to make it. So if you are a son or a child of him, or if you are his begotten, you definitely have power. Now, before you have this power, you would have gone through all the things already. So coming to talk about it is already when you have won and you are standing strong. That not when you are now competing with people. You are only telling that I smile you. Certain things you do it, I only smile because you don't know what you're doing. I tell you, I have already the answers of what you are doing. It's right here with me right now. I don't need it tomorrow to understand that. But even it's my honor and it's my duty and responsibility to even learn more about what you're doing so that the answer is given. It's so obvious to me. Now, bear with me that you can do nothing hidden. That except the Lord do not even care about those things. It becomes useless when he doesn't need it. But whatever is needful now that you need, life, strength, that's what he gives you first. Now let's quickly move on to this side. And he said, listen, somebody, you ought to. Now verse 7 says, and of the angels he heard, who maketh his angels spirits, and his ministers a flame of fire. Now listen, who have you seen to have fire, and whom have you seen to be what? Spirit? Are they not working? Maybe you see me as a minister. That's why I'm so much with fire, catching fire. Or maybe you know me to be a spirit. That's why you can experience my presence in you. But if you don't know anything but it's happening in you, then it's your failure to understanding and learning that makes you what you are. I don't think I should side with you with any culture or any religion or tradition because I don't have any tradition to follow. What tradition do you have in heaven? That is not known to the earth. And then you have failed to understanding and you believe in what have ever lived as your father. Only things that are concerned of your blood. That's what you're thinking. I'm not thinking about these things. I throw all these things away because I'm already in my kingdom, in my house. We have the professors, we have the teachers, we have all of that. Look, I have someone to show you here on the screen. I would love you to also know this so that when you're talking, there will be no mad person come out from a house of the Lord. I am telling you, it's a total disgrace to the whole kingdom. It shall not happen. So that no one, take this word from me right now, nobody on this earth now shall have a prophet raised if there be a mad person in the street of that person. That already, the prophet is already a dirty one. That is a hidden part of the spirit you didn't know. So if you have a place where there is a mad person and you are fortunate to be around that place as a prophet, they will surely call you also a mad person. So the spirit will be polluting all this. Yeah, there's someone who is supposed to be doing this. So for it to be holy, then the Lord will always go far away, where people you have not built with your forefathers. And you have all this happening at the same time. And this time you have a God power, a presence, he himself dwelling, and you don't know him. Yet you say you are looking for him. Search. Oh, search very well. You all must search and search very well. And continue as you searching. Yes, if you find the answer, you know that you have failed because you married. Some of you, because you've married, you never see the answer. Of course, you don't even see God when you search. Why? Listen, He had made certain things known to you from the beginning. That they that are pure in the heart, they shall see God. So it's not your responsibility to say, I see God, I need God answers. No, you don't need it. Because you have fallen already on a side that is not love. You cannot have it. You didn't fall on the side that is love. So surely certain things will be competing and battling you and you will never have the answer. That one, there's no amount of directions you'll be given by a prophet. Of course, you ask them, who is among the prophets that have been sent by God Almighty? Let that person appear and speak to us. None of them I speak. I say none of them. If they have any word, let them come and contest and compete. That the knowledge that is buried in this scripture, they don't have it. They lack it. They can read out to you, but I'm carving. So that as I carve, we have a desirable result. Listen and bear here with the words of the Lord and Spirit, their creation. So any area of our life, a flesh or skin, that lacks something right now, as I create or speak of this, so it shall be created in our parts and replaces what the enemy has destroyed. So any damaged part of our flesh that are replaced with this original creation. So let's go straight to verse 8. It says, but unto the Son he said, thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. A scepter of righteousness is the scepter of thy kingdom. So whoever have any gift, power, kingdom, righteousness, you have to see it all to be in the same line. Yes. If you have righteousness, it's definitely a kingdom. It will not be a church. Yes, if you are not a righteous person, you have yourself calling a church and religion. For no religion is righteous. But you can find only a righteous person, one like this, not the religion. So of course, if you have all religions sinning or falling short to something, the glory and power of the Lord, you might have at least someone in there. Or a branch of that religion, you will see something spring up there. And that is what is happening. You don't know it. You don't understand it. Where you are focused, that's not where the Lord is. Where you are focused, seeing things ahead, and the Lord is behind you. He is rather behind because you have taken the path, a lead that you do not actually make. So you have to know any righteousness of a person and its kingdom. So righteousness comes with kingdom. So that righteousness actually comes with a kingdom have judgment. So that it have both hands. You cannot say he's deep, like he departed of the righteousness of his goodness and have gone into a way of people as you have been led. Look, you know a lot of things happening here. Some of them, they only plot against you because you are righteous. Most of these things happening in the world, they only do things against you because you are this. They want to just have fault, find fault with you, or find fault with what you're doing, so that there was a you and they, or together with all they are doing, you will finally fall in what they have plotted. And for me, whatever I plot shall be my strength again, because I would rather function very well in that area. In my anger, look, you're all damaged already. In my work, damaged. If I speak lies to you, you are damaged, because everything I do shall have what? Life. Containing the same spirit. That I have the same spirit. So that spirit that is life, that is what I have. Nobody has it. I trust my word. Nobody. Of course, you are not an angel. So what power do you think I have? You trust something and you do things trusting that those things you have will function. But I don't have anything like that to be talking to you about. And so quickly we go on. So you have to know a righteousness of a person and the kingdom of that person too. Now it says, verse 9 says, thou hast loved righteousness. So if you hate to love righteousness, you will never have anything that is a kingdom. So listen here, somebody. So verse 9 says that thou hast loved righteousness. So whoever have loved righteousness will definitely have the same powerful spirit to love you, and not a love you find in the room. That is fake. That is false doctrines. For love that you found outside before you see it, even somewhere in the heaven or wherever, you don't even know where it shall be, but it's predestined, that you say. So for you to fail in understanding and knowing whom have been given, that you respect, you are rather making that person a child so that you disrespect him. So I'll destroy you in the end. I tell you, my words, nobody can erase it in the world. Because wherever I place myself, I will be that thing they need over there. A smile. You don't know. This smile, you don't know what it means. Heaven, thank you for your greatest power, authority. Blue is displaying. White, ashes. Power of this vision. If I show you what is happening up there, you will tell me, yes, heaven we are indeed. Then he says, and hated iniquity. So this is what I have done, and you have not known it. So when you fall in hate and iniquity, you will surely hate righteousness and love, because this is not same. Now, thou hast loved righteousness. That is very different from when you are being hated, because your iniquity shall cause you to hate what is love and righteous, and you rather call yourself what you are in that populate. You call yourself like you call yourselves among yourself. You vote yourself to power. You will not vote a righteous person, because that's who you hate. And it's always like, so thou hast loved. So because I have loved righteousness and have hated iniquity, therefore God or generation, even thy generation, your own that is probably leading you, claiming that is the Almighty, has anointed me, or anointed someone special, or have anointed thee with the oil of gladness. So what is gladness? Above thy fellow, or above thy fellows. Certain things, certain position, as a manager I am, as a leader I am, you will never have it in the world. Because that time they were calling for it, you were not found. You shall not have it, because that opportunity is gone. We have used it, and we are taking on another session, and we are building again. Wow. Now listen, so take note of this very part. So for you to be a leader, for you to be a righteous person, for you to be loved by God, it means you were already that same person. So that you come and only take a place, a position, you take your throne where it was given in the heaven, and you have not known it until you even came into flesh to be able to do things of it, to do things concerning your birthright. Now here, so verse 10, listen somebody. Now verse 10 says, and thou, Lord, in the beginning has laid the foundation of the earth, and heavens are the works of thy hand. Do you know why I'm reading like this? I'm not reading, I'm carving. So for me to carve, I need to get you the right thing. So if you tell me your forefathers, you are not basing this scripture well. The foundation of this earth is not your forefathers. The beginning of this world is not your forefathers. So you don't call any forefathers when you are talking about this heavens and the earth and planet. As an asteroid was being snatched and obstructed by its path through the handwork and spirit guidance of the whites and myself. I'm the missionary, I'm the Akwesi Bruni. So if you don't understand it, it means Akwesi White. I am that great as myself. So I heal the prophetic power spirit over this context, that as we listen, it should do something very powerful, not as magic of somebody, but it should be as real supernatural control, beyond the world, beyond this universe. That's what I'm saying. So that the good energy and power would metaphorize greatest. So that you shall not come and do things or begin to do things of your forefathers, as most of you say, and let us go back and to this. Look, you and who? Have they given you car so that when someone has already prepared or made a car, you want to go back to take what over the stone? Go and carry it yourself. Carry it yourself. Show it to your churches and your religion. That is why you know you are beginning a new creation. Very well, you have people. When you are able to create a new world, having life, you can raise the dead. You have multiple people. The world, look, even the God that you think he is lying, he will have everything and every right to lose all possession to you. If you are able to create, if you are able to tap into where there is life, the Lord will tell you, yes, that's why you have become a property. That's why he himself has become what? A property, that you should enjoy it freely. He that created this world with his hand, his spirit and mouth and flesh. You think it is easy to just grab things, except you are from him. You will never know this. Now let's quickly dive into a different section of this conversation. I want us to talk more about this because it is so important. Yeah, it calls for this. Now listen, somebody. Here. Now I'm going to take a portion of this quickly. So verse 11, it says, they shall perish. So listen very well. They shall do what? They shall perish, but thou remainest, and they all shall wax old as though a garment, or as doeth a garment. Do you understand what I'm saying? When your cloth is getting old and it's getting old, you see that all the flourishing part of it, the beauty, the glowing part of your cloth will be fading, like it will be losing its color or appearance or a glance or skin. And as it's getting old, so it said some people will become. So when they said some shall grow in the beauty of the Lord, others shall grow and become old men and old women. That is what I am saying. There is a difference between you as an elderly person, you as a child, and that is different from me as a youth. I have nothing in common with you. And that is the Bible or the God Almighty. He has not commanded that when you are growing old or becoming an old woman or old man, I should have any pleasure in those things. No, you shall grow old, but I will remain. As you heard it, listen, the same thing we are also covering. Hebrew 1, we are now on 11. So verse 11 says, they shall perish, but thou remainest, and they shall wax old as though with a what? A garment. As though with a garment. Like you just have to take it like that because I'm covering it. Certain things I even have to fix, get it out or lace it well. You don't know. You are not a taxologist, so you don't know what we lace and what you don't know how we warp and yarn things and all of that. But yours is to what? Getting the final word as you are hearing. Now verse 12 says that, and as a vesture shall thou fold them up. So you see, so some of you, I should just fold you up like that. Yeah, if you don't know what the Bible or the scripture or the Lord Almighty who has delivered Israel from a land of Egypt to a place that he has called Israel's land or Jerusalem, if you don't know what power he gave them, so they have several secrets you don't know. And you are also here, and you call yourself Israelites, yet you are not Israel because you have no virginity to have a foundation of it. And this is what he has commanded. Yeah, so some of you, it should just fold you up like that, and they shall be changed. I will get it. I said, but thou art the same. So if I am a youth, I'm still the youth. That's why I'm getting all this beauty, and I should be, because the Lord who said he will make you beautiful, that he has said. So many things you have to just follow. Simple as we go on quickly. I have a lot of things doing. We are going to show you where a few hours ago the Lord has spoken and where he has not spoken before. They claim he has spoken. They claim he has said. And I did. This you must know quickly. How you should know what he has not spoken. Some of this, you just have to have it on your side. Quickly, let's go on. So the Lord, every time reasoning, he's only reasoning only with what? His angels. If you are not as angel, or if you are not as angel, he will not make you a spirit. He will not make you fire. He will not make you air. He will not make you waters. So that you are not as water resting over there. But when we need the true water, it will come from heaven. Or it will flood you somewhere. That is the function of the angel of waters. And so it is powerful. Now, quickly we go here. So like verse 13. Okay, so we're still on the verse 12. And it says that, but thou art the same. He said, and thy years shall not fail. So even if my years shall not fail, I've already turned 34. Christ had 33. You heard it. And I'm over 34. 34. Yeah, so the one with life actually had to do it bigger or greater than, so that you know who. Hey, I can hear it. You know that the Lord has said, for if you do it or believe and walk in his path or guidance, you will surely be what? Doing that greater works. So even if he was greater or great, or he has said, for you shall do things that he has not even done, oh then, it is not you. It is the one who is doing it already. Now, listen somebody. He says, but thou art the same. I'm only speaking like you think I should, but when I tap into a different myself, you know what I am. Now it says again, and thy years shall not fail. So like, even if you had thought that I should be treated as Christ, so that he said, Christ by Christ, he will die surely at age 33, no matter what. The devil says, you shall die. But I said, look, you don't have this faith. You don't have this spirit. You don't have his work. So that you begin to say that he should die at 30, and no, I said no. 33, I said no, you don't know what I'm working on. My work is different from what you are preaching. 34 plus I am living. So that I have actually been given additional what? Years. That you may know I am greater than what you think. Then again he said, verse 13, as he said, but to which of the angels said he, at any time, sit on my right hand until I make thy enemies thy footstool. So you see, I have to go through all that I did, will or have to, but I became a leader or a company leader or a builder or someone in authority. So I was given authority, not as a president is given authority. A president surely has not been given authority because he has an expiry date. I have no expiry date. That is why you should know who is an authority. You might think someone who is old, that we think is an authority. No. If somebody having power to rule over you, then he has an authority to rule over you. But none of them, I speak again, none of them, not even one of them. Because whatever I do does not pass through their medium to get to what I am expecting it to be, or the expectation of the Lord. So I don't think I'm using the platform or somebody's platform or whatever to try to do it. I have to have my way first, that you may know I have authority indeed. You have not established me, but the Lord who did it has established himself. And here is it again. So that I have to teach elderly. Even if I have to have conversation, it should be even people with gray hair, mature people, the wealth, the power. You can hear that I'm talking, and the heaven is talking, because this I am on a different side. Yes, there is a rumbling of a heaven. If it's a long time they heard it, it's a long time, I'm telling you. So many months ago, they have not even once had it rumble as the heavens should be rumbling. It is rumbling by the heavens because I'm talking. And you know there is a God that is truly talking and an angel that is responding. So it says, the 14 says that, are they not all ministering spirits sent for to minister for them who shall, listen very well, for them who shall be heirs of salvation? So this is where you didn't understand. Not that he said everyone who comes in the name of the Lord is ministering spiritual. What you have to know and the understanding of this is that if they are truly angels and ministers, they surely have come for you to know them. They actually host of what? Powers like, spirit, flames. They have something doing. They are not here to talk to you about words, ABCD, or preaching. No. There's what? A kind of manifestation that followed it. Yeah, that's what we're saying. So what I'm doing as heaven or the creator, you can hear the heavens rumbling. Yes, because it's a long time. I need it. And I have done so many things. So if they have any prophecy, I say it shall fail under this rumbling. Because that is not the will of the Lord. After this, we are going to tackle where the Lord has spoken and where he has not spoken. As they go out there and said, they deceive, they falsely accuse and falsely say things that the Lord has not said. For by his opening of the mouth, that he said he has spoken. So heaven has spoken. As you can hear the rumbling, hear it, somebody. Thank you so much. I'll be right back after this. If you didn't understand this part, there verse 14, do listen again. Let me try to carve again. He said, are they not? Because if they say, are they not? Who were the Bibles and the Holy Scriptures or the Lord talking about? Was it not ministering and flame of fire? Was it not actually concern of angels or a begotten son? So it is only begotten son or angels who carry this kind of power forces, ministering spirits. Or, of course, whatever bringeth life, salvation. So ministering spirit is giving life. That is it. And by the flame of fire, it actually consumed the devils out of your situation in flesh. So I had my stool and I had to stand up. And so I'm on the throne established, not your father's throne. I am doing something they have not done. Of course, they've not passed through the system of this world that we live in that is before you and I. Yeah, because I should be here and you are seeing me from any distance. And so I present to you heaven, to you everywhere, wherever you are located. Power to the righteous, power to the virgins, so that the devil cannot have a way to penetrate or to destroy them as the time of the Lord being right. And then many are they that are being also deceived and given in marriage. This is where you didn't know it. If you are truly sent by the heavens, you will come and talk about the virgins, holiness, not things that promote marriage, prostitution, childbearing. What? Let's go quickly. I'll be right back. I have another topic to trade with you. So take this as it is now, and you know it followed after what? Manifestation. You heard the heavens. If you didn't hear it, I am saying, before me, talking about this is a long time, but talking about this particular thing right now, the heavens are rumbling. It is still rumbling now. Thank you so much, somebody. If you don't know what is rumbling, open your ears to the skies, to the heavens. As the thunder strikes, it follows it after what? Sound. And a voice that rapidly passes through a system. That you hear it here, over there, and that probably it vanishes. Or it exists. You heard it. I hope you can hear it. This is authority of the Lord again. What the Lord needed to understand. I hope you can hear it. So that when I'm talking, let every fetish be silent if they don't follow the power of the virgin. But let the heavens breathe and then enjoy their kind of fruit on earth. I hope you can hear what I'm saying. So that you and I will not be competing and saying we are preaching. You and I have not been called. What I've been asked to do is what I'm doing now. So that for you have not heard, or you have not heard the rumbling of the heaven by the thunder and the rapid or the rushing power of the air or the spirit. But I should just be concerned of them, the Lord and his begotten Son. So the heaven is confirming who is the begotten Son. Second born. The Lord is saying he's firstborn. You know, you were told Christ was one of the begotten first. So if you have to see another person of Christ, then it should be this you are hearing now. So that what you are expecting is never in the light of Lord, so you cannot have it fit so well in my very channel. Thank you so much, somebody, for listening. And this is already so much healing. You got to pray along, and just as the things are here, you should attach yourself with it so that when you have to be giving money, that is when it's right. When you have to be giving food, that is when it's right. And you don't know what the angels go through. You think it's just free, having their freedom, having freedom. You don't know. Their freedom is this, that they have the spirit to do and to be able to change or transform. That is it. But you don't know our cry. You don't know it. It's dangerous, deadly. Thank you so much. We have to get to the other channel right away, quickly, for our next conversation or episode of this day. Thank you.